Hello students, this is Nilanjana Sanyal from onlinemathtutor.me and ePortional. Today we will be doing a word problem on simultaneous linear equations involving two variables. So let's start. Now this is the question. The difference of two numbers is 45 and the quotient of the greater by the lesser is 4. Find the numbers. Usually, in word problems related to simultaneous linear equations involving two variables, you have two statements. Now over here we are having two statements as well, two sentences. The second one is find the numbers. We are not having any information in the second sentence. But if we look at this first statement, we find that this first statement is made up of two parts. The first part is the difference of two numbers is 45 and the second part is the quotient of the greater by the lesser is 4. These two parts are joined by this word and. So this part can be a single statement, the difference of two numbers is 45, and this can be another statement. The quotient of the greater by the lesser is 4. So we are having two separate statements and we will be framing one equation from this part and the second equation will come from this part. So let's start answering. But before starting to frame the equations, we have to know what are the two variables. What are our two variables for this for this question? We have to find the two numbers. That is the question. Find the numbers. So our two variables will be the two numbers. So we have got the two variables. The two variables for this question are the two numbers. And we have to find the values of those two numbers. Next, we come to the naming of the variables part. So, let the greater number be equal to G and let the lesser number be equal to L. Now I have taken the greater number as G and the lesser number as L. But you can take the greater number to be equal to X and the lesser number to be equal to Y as well. But I have taken G and L instead of X and Y because I have seen students taking X and Y for the variables, doing the entire sum correctly and getting confused while writing the answer. Because at the time of examination, where time is a factor, you have to do the sums correctly and fast. You often get confused because X will never be saying what does it stand for, whether it stands for the greater number or the lesser number. But as soon as you see this variable G, you will understand that this represents the greater number and L represents the lesser number. So I would strongly advise you to take variables which will be giving you some hint regarding what does it stand for. Now we will be forming our first equation. The first equation will be coming from the first part. The difference of two numbers is 45. So obviously the difference will be G minus L because G is more than L. So we get our first equation as G minus L is equal to 45. This becomes our first equation. From the second part we have the quotient, means it is a division. The quotient of the greater by the lesser is 4. So we have to divide this greater number by the lesser number and we will be getting the quotient as 4. So our second equation becomes G by L is equal to 4. This is our second equation. Now, I do not like fractions actually. So, let us get rid of this fractional form. How do we get rid of this fractional form? If we multiply both sides of this equal to sign by L, what do we get? We get this thing. Now we can cancel these two and we have G is equal to 4L. This becomes our third equation. The first equation is G minus L is equal to 45 and the third equation is, I'm not talking about the second equation because we have derived the third equation from the second equation. So I am taking this third equation. Third equation is G is equal to 4L. Now we can use the substitution method. We have got one of the variables, the value of one of the variables in terms of the other variable. We have got the value of G in terms of L. So we can use the substitution method. We can substitute the value of G in equation 1. We can get the value of G from equation 3 and we substitute the value of G in this equation 1 to get the value of L. We will be doing exactly that thing. So, I am writing the equation number 1 again. This was our equation number 1. So, G minus L is equal to 45 and now in place of G, I'll be writing 4L. So, substituting the value of G from equation 3 we get 4L minus L equal to 45 or 3L is equal to 45 implies if we divide both sides by 3, we get L as 15. Okay, 45 divided by 3 is 15. So we have got the value of the lesser number. Now coming to the value of the greater number. So now we will be taking the third equation. Let us write over here. G equal to 4L implies G equal to 4 times 15, which implies G equal to 60. 4 times 15 is 60. So the greater number is 60 and the lesser number is 15. Now let us come to the checking part. Let this be our checking area. The difference of two numbers is 45. So G minus L is 45. What is G? 60. And L is 15. So 60 minus 15 is equal to 45. So the first part is getting satisfied by these two values, 60 and 15. Coming to the second part. When we are dividing the greater number by the lesser number, the quotient should be equal to 4. So greater number is 60 and the lesser number is 15. So 60 divided by 15 is of course equal to 4. So the second part is also getting satisfied. So we have done our sum correctly. Coming to the last part, writing out the answer. Therefore, the greater number is 60 and the lesser number is 15. This becomes our answer. Okay, so we have solved this word problem. Always remember that you will be having two statements. They can be two separate statements or they can be two different parts of the same statement, like in this question. We are having two different parts joined by this word and we will be getting one equation from each of these two parts. We will be getting first equation from the first part or first sentence, and we will be getting the second equation from the second statement. We will be knowing what are the variables that have to be taken, what have to be found out. Those are our variables for that question. Like over here, we are to find the numbers, the two numbers. So since we have to find the two numbers, those two numbers become our variables for this question, and you can take the variables as x and y, or you can take the names of the variables that suggest what do they stand for. Like I have taken G for the greater number and L for the lesser number. You can name the variables in this form, or you can take xy variables as well. And then form the two equations. Use any of the methods for solving simultaneous linear equation. You can choose the substitution method, you can choose the elimination method, or you can choose some other method. Take any method of your choice and solve the two equations to get the answer and do the checking. Do not forget to do this checking, because this will be showing you whether you have done your sum correctly or not. So please do the checking and write the answer in this form, in a sentence form, not G equal to 60 and L is equal to 15, because it is a word problem, so you have to give your answer in a statement form. You write the greater number is 60 and the lesser number is 15. So students, this brings us to the end of this session. Thank you for hearing.